seller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black on firm, but we ain't all black.
What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Constance Carter, and this is Kyle Carter and
Camille Carter,
Nate Jackson,
and April. How y'all doing?
April.
Hold on, wait. This is like the biggest thing ever. We have news. The cat is out of the bag. What information are we giving out to the world?
So April, check it out, y'all. So a couple of weeks ago, I found something out about my son, and
you want me to tell the story? Because I kind of know the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what had happened was I'm at homecoming with my little brother. I like bringing my little brothers with me to experience things and stuff like that. So I'm at homecoming, Hampton homecoming with my little brother. We're sitting here, we're eating dinner, and then he's like, should I say what he does, or you want?
No, don't say what.
So he's like, I'm doing something right now, and I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, kind of brushing it off, and I was like, okay, cool. He was like, no, for real, like I really am, and I'm like, what? So then, but he was like, don't tell mom, don't tell mom. I don't want mom to know. So then, the next day, I'm charging my car, and I'm like, Mom, don't tell him, don't say anything, but I know you're going to be so happy about this. I know you're going to be so happy about this right now. Just don't say anything, though. But Mom, look what Camilla's doing. And then so she almost had a heart palpitation.
Let me tell you.
She was so...
Okay, first of all, let me preface that. So this is my son right here. This is his best friend, Nate, right? And my son don't talk. Nate, now this boy talk. You hear me? This boy is... amazing.
No, I don't talk. But I talk.
He don't talk at home. He grunts.
He whispers.
He whispers. He talks very fast and very low. And I'm like, every time he talks, I gotta say, huh? So he don't be doing no talking, right? And so you know what? For Instagram, you're not gonna be able to see all of us. So when you talk, we're gonna have to move over to you. But he don't talk. So then I learned that he has this little secret life going on. And I looked at it. Can we show them?
Wait, hold on. Before you show it, everybody who is watching, because this seems like it's going to be a lot of big news. So I need everybody who's watching, number one, hit that like button. Number two, make sure you share this with everybody. Everybody needs to know about this because people are smiling. So this is good news. This is big. It's a big deal. And it's about my nephew. So y'all better share this. It's very important. Right now, we don't have enough people and we don't have enough people. Okay, and I also want to know where you all are from. But my apologies. Please continue.
So I found out what he was doing. Like I said, my son don't really talk. So April, show him what he's been doing.
Okay.
Afraid about, because when you stress over something so much, you start to lose yourself. If something's not happening when you think it's gonna happen, then it's gonna be okay. Because guess what? It's on God's timing, not yours. He's gonna know when and if it's meant for you or not. Stop stressing.
This Negro is a whole motivational speaker.
Oh,
he's a whole motivational speaker. So I was like, first of all, this boy don't talk. What happened? So actually, Kyle, so I'm gonna move out the way because Camille, we can't see you in this frame right here for Instagram, but come on over here closer. Come on, Nate. Let me see. We gonna get out the way. We're gonna let you talk to him, April.
Camille.
Yeah.
What sparked this? This is very important. What sparked this?
So originally I came back probably beginning of October, and I came back from this college tour, and I would on the college tour, I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 days it was like another like normal days, but on the last day, I realized the people who I was around, they were I looked at their lives and they were just really, they had their stuff together, and I reflected on my life. I was I didn't really have my stuff together. I would play the game a lot. I would not do anything to better my life. So it really changed me. It really made me want to, start a self-improvement journey. And so that's where I just started to do videos and stuff like that.
At
Wow.
17 years old,
Yeah.
though, that's
17.
major.
Yeah.
At 17,
17.
well, I was at 17. Sure.
Mm.
I
How are
was-
people receiving you?
Huh?
How are people receiving you?
Yeah, how are they receiving it? You know?
Well, I'm getting like a lot of positivity. Like the stuff that I'm putting out, I'm noticing people are getting like inspired by it, and that's keeping me going for real.
I love it. I love it. So wait, do both of you actually speak together?
You wanna go ahead?
Well, he started his first, which has really helped me start mine out. But we have a couple of videos that we do together, but he mostly has his own thing going on. So
Okay. Tell me about it. So my whole thing is the people who you surround yourself with. They always say, show me the five people who are closest to you. I'll tell you who you are, right? And this shows me that you surround yourself with nothing but greatness, because not only are you surrounding yourself with amazing people, but you're also motivating other great people. This is amazing. I can't wait for the book to come out. Nate, what got you started?
So basically, what got me started, I was in a stuck position. I'll get a little bit closer, sorry. But in my life, I was in a stuck position, just like Camille. I was in my room all day, comparing myself, looking at other people's lives, and I was like, comparison is a thief of joy. But I realized that I really have to do better for myself. I have to start being more productive. I have to start doing a lot more things for myself, especially becoming a young adult. I wanted to figure out something I love, and something I always loved was, helping out people, or, preaching the word, or just preaching wisdom. So when I had got started on this TikTok, I had saw a lot of support with what I was saying. So I was like, man, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for really the views. I'm doing this to help out somebody. I'm doing this to really, get somebody out of a stuck position, telling them that they can do it too. They can become successful. And at the end of the day, like I said in one of my videos, manifest what you want. If you're positive things are going to come back to your life. So that's what really got me started.
Camille, I wanted to ask both of you, where did you all meet?
School, yeah. It was 9th grade. He transferred in November, so I met him. He was in one of my classes, and we weren't really close at first. Then he came up to me. I remember he slammed on my desk. he asked me something. I forgot what he said, but he just slammed on my desk, and he told me about something, and then we just clicked. We just clicked like that. So we've been like close ever since.
Two amazing friends motivating not only each other, but motivating the world. Nate, I'm going to show your video in just a moment, but I want to know, what is the plan? What's next? Do we have a next yet, or are we going to continue? I know we're going to continue doing videos on a consistent basis, but what's the ultimate goal?
So I feel like the ultimate goal, like I said, I want to continue to just work when it comes to having a stable source of income, but also build a platform. I want to go out public speaking. I want to get exposure. Like I said, I'm coming up on this podcast, learning everything, what's new to the game. I want to, promote myself out there, show that, there's good in the world, there's, positivity in the world, even for the youth, So I just want to build a platform where I can show, more positivity. And I want to build myself when it comes to, working, when it comes to mentally, when it comes to spiritually. I want to grow in a lot of aspects in life.
I love it. Camille?
Yeah.
What's next? What's your ultimate goal? What are you seeing for yourself?
Well, at first, like I really just wanted to find some type of online content creation. Like I really wanted, probably mostly so I can like have a passive sort of income, like as I build my stuff. But now I'm not really focused on that. Like I'm just trying to focus on, inspiring and motivating other people. And yeah.
So what I'm hearing is, it's not just about the money. In fact, it's not about the money at all. The one thing that is, if you're doing something you absolutely love, money's going to come.
Right.
Right. Money's not only going to come, but you are not going to have to work a day in your life.
Exactly.
So let's just say, for instance, you're doing this on a regular basis. This is your new passion. This is your job. This is your career. This is your business, right? I just want to know, what does it look like? What does your 5 years from today look like with you? Are you on stage? Are you online? What does your ultimate goal look like?
Vision 22-year-old Nate and Camille. What's 22-year-old Nate and Camille gonna do?
I feel like I'm not going to look too much in the future. I'm going to live in the present more, but I see myself speaking out to a public crowd. I feel like, I'm going to go on big stages, promote my business or promote whatever I got going online more. I definitely see myself just, telling people more online or on stage that, you can do it too. You can become successful in whatever you do. Like I said, I want to build in many aspects. I want to get into, having multiple streams of income. Sorry about that, y'all. But, I want to have a lot going for myself. I don't know what's planned yet. All I know is I'm going to focus on now and where I want to get, and we're going to see as time comes.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, I'm just focused on what I got going on right now. I'm not looking too focused on like the end result. I'm really focused on like the process and like the progress I'm making right now. But in the future, like, I like to see myself motivating like big crowds of people and like trying to publicly speak a little bit, get out my shell a little bit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, I'll be honest with what I just saw. You already got out your shell.
Right.
So motivation, you already got out. You're already out of your shell. I love the fact that both of you are focusing on living in the present. And there's one thing that Constance the Carter, I always call her, always talks about is knowing your avatar, right? And so knowing your avatar is really like knowing who your targeted audience is. And is your focus people your own age, or is your focus, you can't ever say it's everyone. So who does your targeted audience look like?
I feel like, I have a YouTube, like I said. So when I grew this YouTube, I started a month ago, and I gained over 120,000 views, 140,000. And it's a mix. It's, I feel like it's old adults, it's young adults, it's young teens. I feel like, who I speak out to the most is whoever needs it, whoever needs to hear that good word, whoever needs to hear that motivation or that positivity, tell them that they can do whatever they want in life. They can achieve so much more regardless of their setbacks, regardless of anything that they're going through. So I feel like, yes, I don't speak out to like, specific people, but I speak out to people who need motivation or who need that reminder that look, consistency is what's going to get you far. Like if you're staying positive, that's what's going to come into your life. We got to be grateful for the opportunities that we have now. A lot of us, like, we live in the moment and we're ungrateful for all that we have right now. But, it's like I have to start being grateful. I have to start pushing out more positive things. And that's what started coming back to my life. So I'm preaching to people that, want to see themselves do good. They want to see themselves in a higher position. That's what I feel like I'm mainly preaching to.
Okay.
Oh, well, most definitely. Like I'm preaching to people that want to elevate themselves, and it's not really a specific age range because a lot of people, no matter the age, they're gonna need a motivation, especially the younger people. And I'm just speaking to the people that need it most and foremost.
Most definitely.
Okay. I have to, Nate. I haven't played yours yet. Do you mind? Is it all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, let me add the Twitter feed. My bad. That's what I'm supposed to do. Hold on. Let me add Twitter on here real quick. We got this Twitter on there?
I cannot answer. No.
I just try to add Twitter. I got the next one.
Well, I'm gonna while we're waiting for her to put that on, I'm gonna go ahead and
at the end of the day, y'all, I had to learn to stop being so negative. I had to learn to, be more positive, because the more times I was positive, that's when good things started to come into my life. That's when good blessings started to come into my life. If you're always negative, what do you think your outcome will be? Like I said, the mind and manifestation is a real powerful thing. And you got to learn that if you're not attracting good, if you're not attracting all the blessings that you want, you got to realize, is it something within you? Understand that you can have anything you want, but if you're not positive, if you're not working hard for it, if you're not just manifesting it, you're not going to get what you want. At the end of the day, you can have whatever you want, but it's all on you.
So April, these are 17-year-old kids talking about you can manifest whatever you want. That
they're men.
Have whatever you want in this world. These boys are 17 years old. Like, I am so over the moon. First of all, I was just talking to him earlier, right? I was talking to both of them earlier, and Nate was sharing with me like just some things about his life and some things that he's been through, some hardships and things like that. And I was just blown away at, even though he had these setbacks, he was like, listen, I want better for my life. And so I speak to myself, I pour into myself, and that's how I'm able to do it. And then I pour into other people, and it just makes me feel so much better. And I just love that about him. Camille, I'm sitting there like, this boy got, like, I listened to, so I was secret. Well, y'all, April, he's known that I've known for 2 weeks.
No, like she was not, she tried to be so sneaky with it, but I just knew.
I have a spam account. I got a spam account that I watch his videos from every day, right? That's
You
my
comment on it too.
Mhm.
Like you always comment.
Comment every
Yeah.
day.
Nephew,
it's a spam account.
but did you know her name? Did you know her spam account?
Right. She would view my profile every single hour. Like I kept getting notifications of her viewing my profile. Like she should.
I didn't know he knew. So I'm on there, and so I had it's on my spam page. This boy, he said he got my phone, and the spam page was up on my phone, and he saw it. That's how he knew. The whole time he knew and didn't tell me. So I'm over here thinking I'm secretly watching his videos, but I get every day. They are so disciplined, both of them, April. They do it. Nate does it several times a day. Anything that comes into his mind, he's just posting about it. Camille does it every single day without fail, every day. And within a month, they've only been doing this a month, have gotten
So I can get motivation.
thousands of views, but they're inspiring people from their age to like 40s, 50s years old. Like people are like, they're so.
Yeah, I just want to say
Go ahead.
Do that at that age, at 17 years old. Like, that says a lot about your character and the type of people that you guys are going to be. You guys are going to be amazing. You guys are already amazing individuals, but imagine how much impact you guys can make. Like, you guys are already making that impact, and it's so good to have that at such a young age. So my question is like, what, I know that you guys tapped into it because you guys wanted better for yourself, but as far as like, what really is your like main why? Like, why did you feel such a strong need or compelled to do why you're doing what you're doing? Is there somebody that motivated you? Is there certain inspiration that you saw online? Like, what was your influence behind that?
Well, I just seen how people were living, like people around our age, just living it out, and I just got the motivation. Just at first, like I was just gonna post, random content, me speaking how I want to speak, but I realized over time, like as I was speaking my motivation and I was helping other people, it really helped me move forward with the motivational stuff. So that's how I did.
I want to. Well, actually, I don't even. It's not a question. This morning, Constance and I were having a wonderful, heartfelt conversation on the Grow Your Money podcast about some little young children that jumped a mother of what, 2 kids, and she was pregnant, and these kids weren't more than 12 years old. Yeah,
it's bad.
And these kids are fighting, and they're jumping this woman. The son. I say all that to say, to see what you all are doing gives me hope, right? Because children nowadays, and I'm sorry, I don't want to call you children just because you're doing such manly things, right? But children nowadays are overly stimulated to the point where depression has taken over, to the point where negativity has taken over.
Right.
And people are just evil for no reason. It's like, it hurts to smile. It hurts to just say hello. I've gone into restaurants where someone's working there. I'm like, hi. And they're looking at me like, as if I said, like, screw your mother. You know what I mean? Right. And so just to see what you all are doing is so unbelievable.
It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond refreshing. And I will say also, I got to give it to you, Constance. I got to give it to you, Kyle, because a lot of people their age in this day and age don't have the support of family.
Yeah.
Right. And so this also tells me, for those of you who are listening, if you want to have children who are like this, you need to make sure the family is involved.
Yeah.
This is not new. This is actually old. This is how it used to be back in the day, where people would say, you know what, you need help. Come on, let me help you. Let me pull you up. And you all are bringing it back full circle. This is a blessing. This is amazing. This is needed. And just like she said, it's very refreshing. I have to
hold on. Nate, what's your why? Why did you start doing this?
So My influence is like I said, I go to school every day, and I was never the type to really talk to a lot of people. I was always more observant, and I realized it's a lot of negativity. I realized, with social media being put out, they put out a whole lot of negativity. Even in the podcast earlier, I said, I'm not going to compare myself to nobody, but it's a lot of comparison going on. You see young people in their 20s, with hundreds and thousands of dollars, and it's young kids, saying, "Oh, I got to get to this money fast. I gotta sell drugs. I gotta do something to get some money." And it's like I said, it's a lot of negativity going on. And it's like I said, these kids can become more successful doing something stable. At the end of the day, you have to better yourself. You have to push yourself out there in a positive way. You don't have to do, illegal things. You don't have to do negative things that's going to put you in a worse position to get to where you want to be. So I pushed that out. I said, look, there's a way out of this situation. There's a way out of all your hardships. There's a way out of everything that you're going through right now. It's all going to get better. Like I said, manifest, trust in God, and everything's going to work out in your favor. I realized that I was a negative person at the time too. I was stuck in a loop where I was like, man, my life not going to get better. And I kept speaking that. And, my life had, negative outcomes. But the moment I realized that I had to be, more positive and have a better outlook on things, that's when I started to receive more blessings. That's when I started to grow in many aspects. I'm not going to say just YouTube, but my mental started getting better. My physical started getting better. Everything about me started getting better. Because like I said, when you're grateful, when you're positive, God blesses you with so much more. So, I said, you know what? I'm out here blessing myself. Let me go help out other people that are going through the same thing. Let me go out here and help out. Like I said, I got Camille started. I said, Camille, man, you good at talking. Like I said, we having this conversation. We would talk for hours, just, about life, about everything. I said, go start with the motivational content.
One thing Camille did tell me too was, Nate really motivated me to start this.
Definitely. Most definitely.
So, like I said, I'm not stingy with anything. Like I said, I'm helping myself out, so I want to help everyone else out. So that's why I started, this YouTube, this TikTok, everything. Yes, man.
That's self-awareness.
I know. I'm sorry. I know that.
Wait though, April. In a world where these kids is wilding out, and
the YNs are YNing.
And we got these two young kings. These two young kings that are actually that are doing something positive.
The Black Panther Party.
Right?
Girl, like revolutionary.
Revolutionary. Do you understand? So for them to be like, instead, they look like everybody else. They look like YNs. Let's keep it real. They look like YNs, right? But look at the words that are coming out of their mouths. They are surrounded by so much negativity. They scroll and all they see is negativity, but they choose. They choose to be positive and look at the bright side and speak life, not only into themselves to make themselves better, but to help other people.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna make this about me. When I saw Camille, when I saw his TikTok page, and actually you guys put in the chat where they can follow you guys. But when I saw his page, and I went crazy, I went nuts. I was like thinking, every decision that I made, right, when I questioned myself, when I doubted myself, when I, all the things I did in life, they were the right decisions. Because look at who he attracted as a friend, right? Look at who his homeboy is, and then look at, as a result, what they're doing. So all the doubt that I had about decisions that I made to take him from California and all that stuff, I knew in that moment, the moment that I saw him, is that I cried. I was like, every decision that I made was the right one. Because look at my kids, and not just him, but all four of my kids. And look at Nate. I mean, Nate doesn't come from the same type of environment, and Nate is like just killing it. And just his outlook is just amazing.
One of the things that I was saying, because Nate was talking about what you say to yourself, right? And how important that is. And we were talking about the fact that you're a mother figure. I don't know how close you are with Nate, but as far as being a mother, sometimes my friends back in the day, I called them mom and all the, other things. But when you affirm, so I said earlier that I wasn't going to tell you what RAMP stood for, but this is one of the books that Constance Carter has written. And the A stands for affirm. It's pretty much what you're saying to yourself and what you're saying about yourself. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. This is what brings me life. This is how I'm going to radiate and vibrate to everyone else. This is how bright my light is. I said this the other day, that if your light, a lot of times people, especially people your age, will dim your light so that other people can shine.
That's right.
Right? What people don't understand is the brighter your light is, the more you're helping the next person to shine.
Yeah.
Have you ever held a light bulb, a bright light bulb, next to one that's off?
Mhm.
That other light bulb is going to shine. People don't realize that. Try it, you guys. It's something fun to do. But you all are out here helping other people to shine bright. That's a blessing. It is needed.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
Real quick, April, if we could show their videos again for the people who just tuned in. So just to recap, my son was doing something in secret, and I found out about it a few weeks ago. And I was secretly watching him when I thought he didn't know, but he actually knew that I knew. But he was playing it off. I was playing it off. However, he just told me today, him and Nate just told me today what it is that they're doing. And actually, are you guys starting a podcast together?
You know, I feel like we should.
I feel like you should too.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely an idea down the line.
Yeah. So them two, we are talking, and I was like, I gotta tell the world, because I don't know if they understand the magnitude and the amount of gratitude that I have. But so let's look at their videos again.
Okay. Let's start with Camille again. Hey, nephew.
Stop stressing. Like, what is it to gain stressing over something that you can't control? Life is gonna go the way it's meant to go, no matter how much you stress. Just trust the process. Trust that God got you. And if you believe that, then there's nothing to worry about. Because when you stress over something so much, you start to lose yourself. If something's not happening when you think it's gonna happen, then it's gonna be okay. Because guess what? It's on God's timing, not yours. He's gonna know when and if it's meant for you or not. Stop stressing, gang.
Come through, nephew. I love it. Stop stressing.
Stop
Right.
stressing.
Stop stressing. Yeah.
What inspired that?
Ooh.
It just came out the dome.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like? You know, is there something that you're stressing on that you had to realize, like, you have to stop stressing about it? Like,
Yeah, like I realized, and I said this in one of my videos, once I stopped stressing and once I put faith into what I'm doing, I realized everything that I was stressing for, it comes to me because I'm not stressing about it no more. I'm instead putting one foot in front of the other, making progress instead of stressing if it's even meant for me or not. So that's where the idea came from.
Love it, love it, love it. Have to put this up here, y'all. These are,
Oh, you got it.
excuse me, the social media.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
You can actually go ahead and make sure you follow them. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you follow them.
Talk that shish.
I think it's actually
Ish.
D-A-T.
Talk that ish
No.
meal. It's talk that ish.
No, when I was
That's
Can
wrong.
you send it back to me? My apologies. I was just playing, y'all. That was a joke.
Nate Yaps 1. You guys follow Nate. Follow
She's about to send it to me. As soon as you send it to me, I'll put it up.
Follow Nate, follow Camille. Make sure you guys follow them, because we want their word to get out. And so one of the things they told me earlier was that, like, they watch other motivational like reels and stuff, but there's nobody that they've seen that's 17 years old that's out there doing it.
17 years old doing it.
17.
And I feel like it should be more, more positive
Right.
young men, young women. At the end of the day, we're up and coming. So it's like, it should be more positivity promoted, at such a young age. Like I said, it's more negativity. Like you say, you see people fighting all the time. You see all these school situations happening. And I feel like, people need a role model. People need like someone to look up to help them out when it comes to this life situations. Like I said, we do need more positivity at such a young age.
Is this social? I mean, is this
on TikTok.
I-
Follow them on TikTok.
And
YouTube.
YouTube. They got YouTube, girl.
Oh, and YouTube at the
And
same
YouTube.
on the same.
Yeah. Can you
I
believe it?
didn't-
I didn't even know they had YouTubes.
Yeah.
okay? All right. Yeah. Look. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, nephew Nate.
Where you are and not where you want. At the end of the day, y'all, I had to learn to stop being so negative. I had to learn to, be more positive, because the more times I was positive, that's when good things started to come into my life. That's when good blessings started to come into my life. If you're always negative, what do you think your outcome will be? Like I said, the mind and manifestation is a real powerful thing. And you got to learn that if you're not attracting good, if you're not attracting all the blessings that you want, you got to realize, is it something within you? Understand that you can have anything you want, but if you're not positive, if you're not working hard for it, if you're not just manifesting it, you're not going to get what you want. At the end of the day, you can have whatever you want, but it's all on you.
He said, if you're not working hard for it.
Yeah.
Look, y'all.
I wanted to say something about that. A lot of these people, like, they feel like, okay, you know, I'm saying this or I'm you know, being positive, but why is my blessing still not coming? Why is everything I'm wishing for this, but y'all don't work for it. I realized that too. Even when it came to the YouTube or when it came to just getting money, I said, why am I not getting money? Like, you know, I'm saying like, oh, I'm gonna get money. But what am I doing to go get money? Right. What am I doing to, you know, be more positive? What am I doing to be being more productive? So it's like, you gotta remind yourself, as much as you can talk about it, you also have to go put into actions. You have to go put into work. So you can never get to where you want to be if you're not putting into work, if you're not, you know, being consistent with what you're doing. At the end of the day, like I said, you're gonna get to where you want to be if you're consistent, trusting God, putting into work. Everything's gonna work in your favor. You just have to be grateful and continue to do what you're doing.
Because guess what? Faith without works is dead.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
It's like they're listening. Oh my God.
I ain't got nothing. Hey, bro, do you know? You realize how full I am?
Oh my God.
Boys so young.
Are so young,
man,
wise,
and so wise
and so positive. All we see about young black men is in the media is negativity.
This reminds me of though, because if you really think about it, in the revolutionary days, around the time when Martin Luther King was alive, Black Panther, all of them, a lot of them started actually really young.
You're right. Fred Hampton was only 23.
He was younger than me, like really young.
Yeah.
This could actually be the start. I think God is definitely placing this on your heart so you guys can start the next revolution.
Ooh.
Being that is like, you know, y'all are seeing a pattern and seeing things. You guys want to change it. And God's not putting that on your heart for no reason. Y'all can be the next generation of motivation for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna adopt Nate. He's gonna be my son. We're gonna build this thing because F all that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right, Nate, you're officially my nephew.
Adopt. Period. And we're gonna change the world with these boys. These boys are going to change the world. They're gonna change the face of black men.
Yeah, we not calling them YNs no more. They YK.
YK.
Young Kings.
YK.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
How often do you see this though? How often do you see these black men doing something like this? So for everybody in the that's watching right now, you know, just encourage these brothers. Tell them, you know, what you think about them.
Because like coming even from, I'm sorry, like I'm full too, but like for both of you guys, I know you guys don't have great male role models in your guys' life. So for not having a great role model, but deciding that you want to be that role model for yourself and be able to help motivate other people, that's amazing. Like, because that's also one of the reasons why I asked that question. Like, what was your motivation? Like, how did you, what made you do this? And so like not even having that role model, it just came from like your heart. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, most definitely. I said this earlier. I feel like a situation can either break you or it can build you, and you can choose your path. At the end of the day, you know, I don't let any negative situation define me. Like I said, I'm growing from it. I'm healing from it. Sometimes you just got to sit to yourself and realize like all this stuff in your life, good or bad, it's all temporary. So at the end of the day, I keep telling people that there's a positive outcome when it comes to anything. You can be going through any struggle, but you can always see a positive in it. And like I said, your life is it's gonna feel so much better. You're gonna see the world so much better. So any situation anyone's going through, just remember that it's not always negative. You woke up today, you opened your eyes today, you're able to live another day. So go push yourself in whatever you're doing. Remind yourself that God woke you up for a reason.
Y'all gonna be motivating old people.
Listen, they motivate.
Hold on. No. We're not gonna pass that. What did you just say, Kyle? I need you to repeat the word that just came out of your face.
They gonna be motivating the geriatrics.
She's talking about us, bro. By geriatrics, she means us.
Because here's the funny thing, because Nate was like, yeah, I motivate old people, and I was like, hold on, who sir?
Old people meaning us.
What are the old? Are we the old people?
We are the old people. We are the old people.
Oh,
I'm getting about that age now, y'all know.
No. Okay, I'm slightly offended, but like not, but slightly, right? Like there's a piece of my heart that cried a little bit. But I appreciate the motivation. So you motivated me to want to be younger. Woo!
Oh, I know that. I know that's right. Go out there and be younger.
Right. I'm gonna be younger.
You're younger. Hey.
I'm gonna be at 17.
Now listen, these boys. One of these things I was telling Nate is I was with Les Brown one day, right? And somebody came up to him and they said, "Are you Les Brown?" He was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You saved my life." He said, "I was getting ready to commit suicide. And I listened to you, and I listened to you speak and what you said about one of his speeches." He said, "And I decided not to I decided not to kill myself that day because of you." This is a random person out the blue that just came up to Les Brown. And I said, "Do people say this to you all the time?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "What an amazing feeling, right? This is the type of, that's what's going to happen with these young men as they continue to grow and speak. They're already speaking on that level at 17. Imagine what they look like at 20, at 22, at 25, at 30. And as they grow and mature into themselves, what's going to happen and how they're going to impact the world. They're going to be world changers because at 17, they made a decision not to be YNs, but to be YKs. Come on now. They're going to change the world. And here's the thing I said too, is that when you don't speak, you deprive the world of your greatness. So don't ever silence yourself because you have a fear, because you don't think that you sound good enough, because you think you're going to be embarrassed. You are depriving the world of something great by you keeping your mouth shut. So I always want you to speak out. I always want you to be positive. I always want you to share with the world because the world needs to hear what you guys got to say.
Absolutely.
For sure too, because like just being, you guys like being so young, I'm saying like I'm so old, I'm only 26, but I'm just saying like when I was your guys' age, I really still like, I'm kind of barely get out of my shell now, but I couldn't even imagine. Like, I was so focused on like, if I had people like y'all in my corner to tell me like, okay, like continue to motivate me, because I'm always in my head. I'm always like too scared to start. I'm always, if I had that when I was your guys' age as well, I feel like, man, it's so great to have, because I never had that. So there's definitely a market, a resource for y'all to be able to do that, because a lot of people, people even still my age, mom's age, it's never.
Listen, tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
But I will say this. Exactly what you just said, Kyle. Being in your head is a problem.
It is.
Right? Being in your head, everything grows legs. People don't realize it. It grows legs. So the more you sit with whatever negativity you created in your head, 9 times out of 10, what you think that person is thinking is a thought that you created.
You created,
That person's not thinking
They
that.
don't care.
They don't care. Right.
Not only does that person not care, they don't even know you.
That's so
okay. Like that.
It's feel about that.
Yeah.
I've had people who are like, yeah, you just think blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who are you? I don't know you, but whatever you've created in your head, I need you to sit down and calm down, right? To have people like yourselves is such a blessing. And Kyle, I'll say this. It's a blessing that you have. Then if you feel that way, which I hope you don't feel that way now, you know what I mean? Because as much as you have done, as much as you're doing, as much as you're glowing, like it's not even a thought of where you're going to be in the next 5 years. Like screw 10, screw 20. In the next 5 years, I see another millionaire. You know what I mean? Same thing for you, Camille. Same thing for you, Nate. Like I see millions. I want to borrow some money.
I got you. Let me know how much.
Oh, man.
Listen, I told Camille, all I want you to do is pay off this ghetto ass mortgage.
No.
Good.
You can pay off her mortgage. All you have to do for me is just give me money. That's like I don't ask for much.
You know how much you need.
I can get the word.
It's a
I
lot.
can get the word. I'm not gonna give money, though. Hey, I can give the word. I'll preach the word. But
I will motivate you to make your own
I'll
million.
motivate you to get the word. Yeah.
But if you are already feeling, if you're feeling as good,
completely lost what's going on.
Say it again.
So what's happening is my little brother Camille and his friend Nate, we found out that they are motivational speakers at the young age of 17 years old. And so how we found that out, this completely mind-boggled. As his sister for the past 17 years, he has never really opened his mouth about anything. He didn't. Honestly, I actually saw him getting more out of his shell recently this year because like he's a homebody. He always just want to be in the house, not really doing anything. So this shift and this change in him was completely so shocking to me. Like he'd even asked me if he want to go places and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know like you're like this. Like he's finally getting out of his shell. So we completely found out they motivational speakers. They have a whole TikTok platform and a YouTube platform and all of that. And I believe that they're gonna be the next Martin Luther Kings. Like
Eric
they go.
Thomas, Eric Thomas,
What's
Les Brown, all of them. That's gonna be them. That's gonna be them. Make sure you guys. We're gonna head out, but you guys make sure you guys follow their TikTok, follow their YouTube. This is their TikTok and their YouTube. Make sure you follow them.
Mm-hmm.
Give them some support in the comments. Give them some encouragement, some encouraging words. And then we want them to end with some final words. But you guys in the comments, give them some encouraging words and what you like to see. And, you know, if they've inspired you at all, just put it in the chat. Let us know. So go ahead and Kyle, actually, you give a final word and then let them give a final word.
Come close. So, Kyle, go in the middle for me, babe.
Come close to me, baby. Okay. Closing words. So I just want to say I am so proud of both of you guys. You guys are really doing the thing. Like I definitely like y'all inspire me for sure. And I just wish nothing but the best and up for y'all. And I know it's going to be up. Let us know if y'all need anything. I'm here. I can help y'all market. I can help y'all, you know, help build y'all platform if y'all want. But yeah, I'm definitely like on the sidelines cheering for you guys because I know this is such a great thing to have. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so closing words for me. I'm just excited for the process and like excited for seeing where I'm gonna go in the future. And I'm not really too worried about the end result because I'm just worried about putting one foot in front of the other, you know, because I know at the end of the day, putting progress is better than thinking about the result and not making any progress, right? So yeah, that's me. But I'm gonna give y'all a little motivational quote that I think about. So if you're scared, and this is what got me started. So if you're scared to do something because of somebody else's judgment, at the end of the day, if they're gonna hate on you, they're hating on you because they see something in you that they never did.
That part.
That they never did. So so never let other people, as you said, dim your light.
Yeah. Amen to that.
I want like this.
Yeah.
Come through, Nate.
Well, I just want to say thank you for the support. I thank you guys for the opportunity to come on here, y'all. I was nervous. I remember I told Camille, I said I wanted to talk to your mom because you know she has all these connections and stuff. So I want to say thank you guys for supporting and you know just giving some kind words. Like I said, I know it's older people watching this, but at the end of the day, you can still go out there and do your thing. Listen. At the end of the day, old dogs can always learn new tricks. So you guys are always learning something new every single day. Keep staying blessed, keep staying up, and thank you guys again.
Really quick, somebody on Instagram said, I personally listen to YouTube while working today. This is my first time coming across these young men. I would like to hear your journey, how you plan to execute it for other young men.
You know what? This, like I said before, and like you said before, this is definitely going to be a podcast.
Yes,
so we're going to answer that very soon.
Right.
Podcast on the way.
It's going to be called Young Kings. It's going to be called Young Kings.
Y'all follow them
and
on TikTok and YouTube.
And also for the next podcast, I feel like y'all do like, is there a way people can ask questions so we know what to answer when it comes to the next podcast?
Like Q&A.
Yeah, absolutely.
So most definitely, we'll create a Q&A and you guys can ask questions and we'll be able to help out and give our wisdom.
Whatever y'all need. Yeah.
Wisdom, y'all.
Love it.
Us OG.
Constance, you created two of those humans that are on this platform right now. So I wanted to know, I need to hear your last words because clearly you've done something amazingly right. Come to the middle, maybe stand behind them. Just stand behind them if you can.
I'll go behind them. You know what? I give all praise to God for it. The thing about it is, I've done my best as a mother. Everything I do, and they know, everything I do is for them. Everything, they are my every breath. They've known that since that they were born. Every time I went out to work every day, been first one in, last one out, it was for my kids. Every time I had to travel to go better myself, it was for them. And they always understood that. And again, you could do everything that you can as a mother, and your kids could still do something different, right? But they chose to do something positive with their lives, and I'm just grateful that this is the choice and the decision that they've made. And I'm grateful that Camille connected with Nate, and that, like minds connected, and they were able to inspire and motivate each other. That says a lot about who they both are in their character. And I'm just grateful. So I make sure that I have an open dialogue. One of the things, I have great relationships with all of my kids. And Nate was saying that earlier, like, he said, I really appreciate and I really admire the fact that you guys are close. And I'm like that with all 4 of my kids. But I think that's important. Listen to your kids. If they have something to say, this one don't talk though. He don't talk. So I didn't even realize this was in them. But listen to your kids, period. That's what you do. Whatever they have to say, whatever they have to share, however they're feeling. This boy called me. I had a doctor's appointment. April, I was on the phone with you. I had a doctor's appointment, right? This boy said, Mom, where you at? And I said, I have a doctor's appointment. He said, when you going to be home? We got to discuss something with you. And I'm like, at 4 o'clock. So I go to the doctor. They can't find my referral. So I was like, we'll make another appointment. I got to get home. I was not playing. Because I remember one time when I wanted to tell my mother something when I was young. I was in elementary school and I wanted to tell her something really important. And I was so nervous about telling her. And I said, you know what? If she comes home and she doesn't ask me about it, I'm just not going to say anything, right? So I wanted to make sure that anytime my kids had something that they wanted to tell me, I was available. Like, I was here to listen. And if they need me, I'm going to first thing smoking. And that's a priority for me. So when I came home, I'm like, okay, what is it? What is it, guys? What is it, guys? And they told me about this. And I was really playing it off like I didn't already know. And then
like you already know.
Hit me with the ooh, I'm that. I already know that you know. I'm like, what? Because I was like, because Nate was telling me. So then I was like, so what about you, Camille? Are you motivational speaking too? And he was like, Mom, I already know you know. Right. So that's just it. Just continue to pour into your kids and just continue to listen. Kyle always says the reason why we're so close is because I listen, and I treat their opinions like they matter, because they do. That's it.
That right there is the biggest thing ever. I know that was a problem for me growing up. And if we stop and think about old people, a lot of old people have had that problem. So Constance, you're not alone. Everybody, I think our age, has been told, sit down.
Yeah. Right.
And so sometimes you just have to be heard. Mm-hmm. And it's a blessing to be heard. You both have inspired so many people. I mean, you can see on here, there's so many people who are saying how amazing the two of you are, and giving all of the love and respect, in addition to both of you, to your sister and your mom, because this is not normal. This is not normal. When you look at just this whole setup, that's not normal. To be able to have a sibling say, I welcome what you're doing. How can I help? You know what I mean? And when I was your age, now granted, my sister will do it now, but when I was your age, you think my sister would be like, hey, how can I help you with whatever business you're trying to create? She's like, I'm going out on dates. Right? And if I go to my mom and I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm looking to start this business, she'll be like, oh, let me tell you what happened today. So my point is to have that love and that support from your family. Even if it's an outside family, you know what I mean? And I'm sure, Nate, you have that support from your own family, but now to have it from extended family, how dope is that? That right there is even more of a blessing, because you get it twofold. You know what I mean? Win-win, sir. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, please make sure that you give them additional words of encouragement. If you're not able to do it right now because you're driving, that's fine. Make sure you visit them on their TikTok page and their YouTube page. It is pinned at the top. I love you guys. Was there anything else? Anybody else want to say anything? Anything?
Any last words, guys?
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys again. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to speak on here, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next podcast.
I love it. Nephew, you got anything else you want to say?
Well, I appreciate everyone for watching. I appreciate all the love y'all showed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Later.